Doing good. Keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing. Blackout. Blackout. Blackout.
I can see you.
I can see you too. I'm on stream. Oh, it just duck. You see the yarrow? Pretty pink flowers. See, they helping me. Blackout. I'm gonna go get some tools. I'm going to be right back. I have a rabbit named Wabbit, and it's rubbish. Hey, it's the animal hour. Okay. What's up? Like the stream? Uh, we're just getting started. I think I'm gonna just keep the camera on. I don't think there's gonna be anything fancy. By no means. Um, I started this cleanup yesterday. I shouldn't be doing this because I got other things I need to clean up, but you gotta listen to your heart. And that's what I'm doing. So yesterday, all of that was as tall as that stuff over there. And now, not only did I get the paths going, but the chickens came by and was like, "Yo, what's up, man? What you doing with this path? Let's get it. Let's clean this up. Let's find some insects." So I have a netting around the front part here, and they're able to come in here and pretty much they have the free will to leave, so I'm not holding them captive. But I got some that kind of escaped and went on the outside, so they're going around. The only problem is once I go over there, they're not going to want to be over there anymore. Only Big Red, only the red one. The gold one, not so much. She's going to treat me like I'm a freaking scary movie. Like I'm coming to hunt her. There is a slice of pizza that I threw out there. I was cleaning up a box and somebody must have left a slice of pizza in the boxes that I'm cutting. So that is helping to keep them over there. It's not everything. There's no tricks to it. Like I said, like the stream, I'm really just going to be working. Yesterday I started this process and I was able to clear up a good amount. And of course, when you want to do any kind of land management, not just permaculture, but you kind of have to have access. Without access, you're not really managing anything. So, got to get my access back, and that's what I'm working on. If you have any questions, or you want to know why am I wasting my time, what is this in my hand, why do I freely talk with this hurry up and ask the question. Just put a chat. I'm very interactive, so I'll be back. I don't have a mic on today. My mic was failing yesterday, and that was a little bit frustrating. I'm gonna just be going back and forth. After I take a quick currant break to go eat some of these pink champagne currants, I'll let you see that. Yeah, these, not gonna lie, these kind of call my name. They're like, dude, you grew me. That was amazing. Before I got on stream, also, and this is why you should probably hang out if you ain't doing nothing. Put it on the TV behind you. Tell them to come out. Tell them to stop fighting. I'm on stream. Tell them one of them to come out here. I'm watching my kids at the same time, so we'll see how that goes. Before I got on stream, I was sitting on my porch, like the old lady that I am, and I just was watching birds upon birds. I don't know. I think I saw a cardinal. Everyone was just in here having a good time. So I'm like, why not me? Yep, chicken. We're about to go leave the chicken alone. This chicken is not going to want to stay around, but Big Red will hang out. That's generally how it is. You'll see Big Red. I'll pick her up. I'll bring her to the camera. No, I'm just teasing. These are my union workers. They work so hard. I wouldn't know what to do without them, to be honest with you. The crew is over here. Y'all taking a break? Who said y'all could take a break? Oh, y'all trying to act shy today. Yeah, so yesterday, I started this, clearing this up so I can get my access back. I'll try to zoom out a little bit. I'll just get out the way. And so I'll show you where they are right now, taking a break. So they're over here. And so I didn't ask them. I started clearing my path so I can reclaim this garden back, especially before the dead of summer when I don't want to be out here. And then hopefully we can get some nice stuff planted for the fall. See what perennials have been doing well, start spreading them around. And so that was it. So I came this way and excuse me. So that path meets up with this side over here, and like clockwork, they come and they've been helping me to clear out the area. I also did a little bit of pruning. I hope I didn't do a bad job, but I did a little bit of pruning on this cherry tree. Let me see if I can get that in the can. I'll go over to it. I don't even know what I'm looking at over here. Okay, so I'll go to it. I'll try to scream out enough. And I got some chickens over here behind the camera too. So everybody is the star of the show. So this cherry bush, it was in the path. And I mean, that's, I guess, rule number one. Just like this ronia berry, I'll probably end up cutting a piece of that, pruning that off after the fruits, after they give me some fruit. But yeah, so I'm just hanging out. Haven't gotten started yet. I'm not supposed to be out here, but I'm addicted to the land, just land management. I get so much fulfillment out of doing this, rather than, I'm a normal person. I sit behind the desk as well, but I get a lot of fulfillment out of this. And I did set a scenario up for the chickens to kind of come over here and be helpful. Before I get started, I'll just show you some of the textures that's hanging out over here. So we got a nice little, this is a lemon thyme. Guess that's a chive. English thyme, strawberry, catnip. There's a lavender. Look at the yarrow flowers, getting real pretty. So I put a lot of herbs over here. I don't really care. They're mostly perennial. What's up, Big Red? You want to come say hi? All right, Big Red is coming to say hi. on, Big Red. Okay, Big Red does this all the time. I don't know if that means strawberry in Korean. I don't know if you're trying to catch me out there, Tati. I don't know what that is. But yeah, this one of my old ladies, and she's still doing what she do. So we become one. Tat. What is that? My tripod is like on its last leg, so I might be a content creator as long as my tripod lasts. So we don't have that much longer together. That's the way I kind of see it. So I'm gonna go off. I think right now my mission is matter of fact, instead of going off, since you guys have seen the whole thing, I could just prop you here, and as long as I'm not pressing any planes down. So this is the dilemma right here. Hold on, let me just get the tripod working and get you somewhat straight. Okay, that'll get you straight. So in order to straighten my tripod now, or the camera, something's wrong with the head of the tripod. So I actually have to pull in one of the legs. Oh man, that's not fair, Ericabella. I went to search for the movie, and my son at the same moment was like, hey, can we play Rocket League? I literally searched for the movie and I forgot all about it once I started playing Rocket League. He said 6 minutes too. Look, I wasn't in the garden for long, and no, I'm definitely gonna watch it. And I didn't know that these things were percolating. This is that Japanese beetle. I don't know if the chickens will just eat it like that. I've seen a lot of videos where the ones that are dead, they eat. But let's see. Look at it. Oh. The chicken definitely just ate that. So if I have a little bit of, I don't have a massive problem. I see a lot of leaves that they have eaten, but I guess I could just drop them down and then the chickens would just go for them. Wow, that's it. That's all I need to do. Wow. Interesting. All right. I got you. Okay, so I'm going to start making my way this way. This path leads into what I built as a garden, which looks like a forest when the apocalypse happens and they come and they realize somebody actually did start a garden over here. This is what they're going to discover. And it sucks, the state that it's in. So I could already see there's a ton of horseweed and mugwort. I think I'm making a decision with the mugwort to stack it up and use it as like some pseudo edging. I just seen a nice crow over there. Okay, so let's go for it. And there's still a good amount of thistle in here. Look at that nice Sharpie. The prickly Sharpie, not the ones that you write with. I don't know where my my scissor is, but we'll see if we could cut these. So the mugwort leaf, silver on the back, and I kind of just stack them in different ways, and then they kind of provide edging. This is a sprinkler that was in the middle here, and since it goes in a circle, it kind of waters this whole area. Even through what feels like a pretty decent drought, I don't spend much time watering. I don't like to baby plants. That ain't it. That ain't it. Alright, so I am sorting plants weirdly, like I'm in an office and I'm sorting. I just have something's telling me be very careful of what you do with each one. So that's why I'm going with the sort method. This is mugwort right here. That's gonna come up. Okay. It was raining earlier, so probably I still feel it like it's gonna rain. And I know I got a little bit of muscles, but I'm more like there's no reason to tire myself out today, and I'm really doubling down as an observation step. I'm just kind of looking at what's going on, why it's doing what it's doing. You know, if I mean, I don't see anybody that I don't recognize. I recognize everyone, all the plants, and I'm just kind of observing their, how they grow. I'm observing the like the roots and whether they're clumping together, and so I look at that. This is horseweed. I just kind of found out what the name of this was this year. It's okay to be in the garden, there's no issue. But I'm observing like, okay, so look at how dry that is. So probably because I don't water much. This was super happy to get started. It has very hairy roots, nice white hairy roots, and then it has one taproot. So it's just a question: is this how they grow? And then they, multiple are coming out of the same point. So this is kind of encouraging, because if I wanted to get rid of this in other areas, I could kind of see, especially with like a Hori or any kind of tool that I'm gonna be able to measure with, I could see how long this is. So those are inches. So we're on like the 5-inch side. So dig down with the Hori. We'll be on our way. So just to test my theory about what I just saw, let's go for the next one and let's dig it down about 5 inches and see what happens. What do you know? Similar taproot structure and the clumping. All the soil is definitely free to stay here in this area. That's when the chickens help, because whatever I opened up, I'm opening up the seed bank by doing this weeding. But the chickens are gonna come in and they pretty much attack and eat. That's what I paid them for. And chickens, they like scratching roots. I have a chicken that's bothering me because she's going super far over to the neighbor's yard. But I'll just keep an eye out for that. This is mugwort again, nice size. And this is that horseweed. So look, same thing. One taproot. I'm pretty sure it got cut in pulling it up, but that doesn't seem like a very the structure of that plant. It doesn't seem like it'll be hard to eradicate. I say that, and then I freaking pull up one of these thistles, and they have mainly a taproot, and that seems very hard to eradicate. Okay, I think I saw my spade. It'd be nice to take out a huge clump of this. I'm gonna go run and get my spade real quick. All right, Big Red, I'll be back. You keep them company, okay? Okay, Big Red kept you guys company. Thank you. Thank you, Big Red. All right, so I see where everyone is at. That's the chickens. You guys don't be shy, you know. Tell me you like what you see, you know. Tell me you don't like what you see. I went to get this spade because the more I look at some of these, I want to just get the whole thing as much as I can. Yeah. Okay. That's a big chunk of mugwort. Oh. Would you accept my gift? Now I have made incense out of the mugworts. Interesting smell. I forgot what they said. I think mugwort is one of the things that used to be smoked, and it causes lucid dreams. So that's it. When I open up something, then the companion comes right behind me. This is what we refer to as peer programming. Peer programming. And I could move her, but you know, she likes to be the show. Okay. more mugwort. The last thing I pulled up was thistle. You can see with those pink flowers if you can. That's all thistle. All thistle. And the ground is so soft, by the way. I mean, I've tried to put not the best soil in these areas, but it turns good. It's a part of it. It's a part of it. It's actually easier to pull up the bigger stuff because the stems they're thicker and you can get as low as you can and you don't have the gloves. Yo, Shadow Black. Man, I started to think I was never going to talk to you again, my brother. Shadow Black, we are here. I know it looks like madness what's going on, but that is a path. Stream Team One Tech. Don't try to fit in. You trying to walk through the background like he ain't see me. Alright. That one was thistle, this one is horseweed. So I don't know why I'm sorting them like I'm in the office. Maybe it's just a flashback of being younger and thinking that I was going to do clerical work. Have you ever worked in an office and you had to sort? Or you do like a day, like bring the kid to work day and then they let you sort. They let you alphabetize a whole filing cabinet that hasn't been done in 30 years. All thistle. We just gonna have a thistle soup. You ain't never lied. Absolutely, man. I've been there. So Shadow Black, all of this stuff has like blades on it, brother. Try to get a good shot. You nice and spiky for you. And sadly, all of that is this as well. So while I've been spending all this time streaming, I've been able to neglect some of these things, and we can't neglect it anymore. We're not at that point. I think it might be my 142nd straight day streaming. Wow, I'm surprised. I'm starting to see, just because I opened all this up, now I'm able to see all of these Japanese beetles. Uh, I'm gonna need to feed the chick, figure out how to get these to the chicken. Hey, Red, what's going over there? And I always keep explaining that, you know, yes, these things are likely invasive, but they want to grow because you created the perfect condition for them to grow. A lot of my soil in these areas, just from years of different management and plants and stuff, it's a lot of rich soil, and it's not compacted because once you don't walk over here, so you're not in compacted soil. Like you, there's some, and not to say you should be in compacted soil, but if I'm not accessing it to definitely, there's no barrier down. I have done wood chips in the past, but at this point, there's nothing there. It's just bare ground. So I had to deviate from the path. This is too big, and it's too spiky. I'm tired of putting my head near it. Pause. All right, somebody just made a deposit right there. Almost stepped in some chicken deposits. Thanks for your deposit. You know, your balance is at least you ain't overdraft. But yeah. So what's going on with you guys today? I'm working slow. I'm working pretty slow. I can see that path about to clear up though. You see, about to go through that opening. That's a good feeling. Before I open that up, just wanted to show you. This is the other side of leaving things be. This is a horseradish actually. Um, I do eat them. Um, Usually, most of the plants, the bigger they get, the more bitter they are. But the size of this is crazy. Like this is when you know that like a movie scene. So you watch the goofy YouTuber like me, and he told you just go into the woods. And find some horseradish. No one will see you. Something's wrong with me. Sorry. All right, let's continue. But I have been noticing that from the other side. I was like, God damn, that horseradish is huge. This is it right here. It's that horseweed. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the hori. Not because I'm in a hurry, because there's this one plant that I don't want to drop on the ground because it's one of these super seed producers, and those something's just telling me be careful with that. Lies and propaganda. It almost broke my damn hurry. So we going back to the big guns. Still targeting the same plant though, the super seed producer. I fear that if I drop the plant the way that I'm dropping all these others, that those seeds will just spread, and that won't be good. So it's not you, and it's not you. You being, there's like 3 plants that are kind of cousining up. So If you know what this is, I mean, it's a common weed. Don't get me wrong. Um, but just like amaranth seeds, I kind of would rather put this in the garbage or let it kind of dry out and then see if the chickens want to eat it. I don't think chickens care for it though because it doesn't grow that high from the ground. And the chickens just be like, whatever, I don't even care about that. So that tells me they don't really care for it. So we're gonna go find a garbage to put this in. And there's a couple more there, but I really do not want to lay this down. So this is where that patience comes in. Okay, I got my garbage. So now we're gonna go for the next one. If I know where I put my, okay, we got trucks. Stepped into the matrix. All right, so you did see an opening there. So this is mugwort. I just got to cut off the roots of that. Should be good. And this bad boy, I want to say, like the amaranth family, they said that the one plant could have like 10,000 seeds. Now we're gonna reactivate this rule about people hanging out, right? So the ones that hang out past the path, they're gonna make it hard to manage the path at some point. I'll just forget. Next thing you know, it's gonna be growing again. So I'm gonna just take care of some of that horseradish. So I probably won't cook this for now. I don't want to fight. I have other horseradish, so I don't want to fight if there is a bitterness. But maybe it's a good chop and drop. I'll do a little research on that. And what do you know? You see the weed that everybody has a problem with. Everybody says is a problem. So in all of that, I don't think I found any mini dandelions. And there's a nice juicy dandelion at the end of that was being blocked out by all of the cover. This is another thistle. Came up so easy. Yeah, the roots are breaking off, but not that big of a deal. Once we get into actual management of this area. Got a decent amount of root, but it didn't come out too great. See the shark tooth, that dandelion. Alright, who's here? Horseweed. The other thing I think about me separating them, what it's going to reveal to me is like, let's say I put them somewhere and they start to wither. I could kind of get an understanding of the uses of those plants just from seeing how they slowly die off, whether they're chop and drop or whatever. So all of this, I think we could go more aggressive now that we aren't touching. I don't see any thistle in there. So the thistle didn't really make it in that direction. It's pretty much in this direction. So no thistle, no spikes. Hey, Katie. All right, so just so I can stay over here, I'm gonna just lay most of the horseweed that's here. I'm gonna just lay it right here and then I'll pick it up after. That's all horseweed. It's actually coming up easier by hand. Oh yeah, yep. I got my troll. What's his name? Leonardo. Leonardo came yesterday. Katie, I'm not it's really hard to convince me that's a human at this point. Like it's hard because the initial things that were said was weird. It's just really weird. He's a scammer. He scammed me out of $5,000. He took my chicken. Don't believe him. Like, I don't know if he's just asking to be kicked out. I don't know. I don't know. found one thistle over there. Basically, if there's a fight going on over there, I had, somebody probably got a head start. Like over on this side, you could tell that the thistle ain't playing. Thistle ain't letting nobody up in there. But on this side, the mugwort ain't playing. So the spot that I freed up is actually where the if I back up a little bit, the battle was taking place. They were gonna go overtake each other and see, and I doubt they would coexist. Somebody gonna win, somebody gonna lose. Okay, I just smacked myself in the face with some mugwort. Nothing's wrong with it, but it makes me remember when I first started this journey. Okay, I was showing you the horseradish before. Look at the size of this. It's crazy. When I started this journey years ago, by no means would I have a bare hand, shorts. Yesterday I was in slippers or chancletas, sandals. They were more of the sandal type. And by no means would I be out here just touching, everything. And it's not that I've never had like a reaction. It's just that you know these things so well that sort of like that family member that's coming to your house and like, oh no, gotta get ready for that. Katie, by the way, I'm working kind of slow today. I'm not supposed to be out here, that's one. Two, I'm working kind of slow. I wanted to sort all the stuff like I'm doing clerical work in the garden. I have my reasoning, but working a little bit slow. A lot of this is actually hanging over. We just pan the camera. Yeah, I learned a lot. There's a lot more to go, but yeah. All right, so I have some pruners. There's some I'm gonna just take off. I'm gonna just cut instead of pulling them out. The chickens have gotten really tired of me because I'm looking at them. They want nothing to do with this area right now. But I got a trick for them. Alright, that pruner's trash. That's not my good one. So We're gonna go with the serrated. Wow, happy birthday. 20-year-old's your youngest. That's awesome. All right, so that's a bit more violent when I'm using this. I got a Japanese knife over there too. I don't know. This is not to like show off. This isn't like show off all your knife collection. So I'm just going with the flow. I'm getting a call. Sorry, I had to call my sister back. Well, she might join the stream. It's not that much more, to be honest with you. Mugwort. And this is a little mix. So when I get this all situated, this last little piece here, I'm gonna go get some scratch grains, and we'll get the chickens. I'll get them to come back in, set up a chair here, and we'll be to close the stream like that. I did yesterday. I'll go get my hoe. I'll be right back. I'll just get my hoe. Just watching crocheting. Oh, cool. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. I will join you if you teach me how to crochet. Okay, so I got all of the what's this called? Thistle down here. I'll get to that after my family gets here. Okay, okay. Oh, you mean for me to go find videos on YouTube? So I say teach me because I always wanted my daughter to teach me, but I don't know. She don't be having no time for me. So all of this stuff is spiky. It's a lot of it. Ow! Ooh, ow. It was nice to get that out of here, though. Okay, now it just needs a hoe, and we could hoe. Yeah, that was a lot. When it compresses down, but this whole section over here is all thistle. So, but because it's like that, I really don't like the flowering of it. Even though I did see that oh my God, my chickens are on my neighbor's driveway. All right, okay. I'm gonna have to pause the hoe. Let's go get some scratch drains. I'll show you guys the chaos that I get to live with and deal with. You tell me when the chickens want to come back. I'm gonna go get the scratch drains. But that's my neighbor's driveway. That's my neighbor's drive. That's my driveway and then my neighbor's. And the grass in between is we share it. So they're fine over there. The neighbor, they don't really care. I just don't like when they poop in the, if they poop on the driveway or something. I hate that. But they have all of this area over here, and especially the area that I want them to take care of right now. So in fact, since they started coming back, let me see. Okay, big red. You got to follow the leader. It's about the leadership. So they coming back. I don't know if you caught that jump over there. So we'll see. Yeah, buy my wife's flowers, but what you gonna do? What you gonna do? So this is the other side. This is how I get through to where I was just at. So there's different. In fact, I'll show you as I step over this cherry bush that I pruned yesterday. I still have it on the ground. I'm gonna put that through the chipper. Oh, I just missed a rabbit. So this little path right here is a part of that same system. So it's from the how would you say it, from the sky. It's actually a tree pattern of different paths that are all going in with different concepts of different plantings in the middle of them. So I did one day want to get like a drone and do a flyover, and you can kind of see what it is. But so one over here is seeing how they could get in. Now what they could do is come right here. I'll get them to come in over here. Well, I'll just open it up and see if we can trick them. Okay, I see one. So there, you see one? One's right there. So they might be able to come right. This is one of the things that I don't like about, I guess I don't like, but maybe it's okay. They just wander. And, it's like, why can't you just eat what I put right here? But no, it's fun. It's fun to watch them when they're in the back. They don't get access to the front yard, so I feel like right now they're like claiming the. Oh, he letting us eat that. All right, cool. So I think that's what's going on. I think I'm out of the scratch screen. Let me check. Yeah, I don't have any out here. I could go with the rake method. Since I opened up a big side, I could go with the scarecrow rake method. We'll see how that works actually. Okay, Big Red's back. So it should be easy to get everybody else. Big Red is the leader of tomorrow. Brother Eric, hang out, man. Just like that. Just like that. I didn't hurt nobody. No one got hurt in this event. They respond. All I do is I say like 10 feet behind them, and I just start. I do this. Maybe get a little but so this is what I wanted you guys to see. So they don't want me over there. Everybody except for Big Red. Big Red will be fine with me over there. And this is how we partner together. This is how we partner up. I do one part of it and they do the other. So they're going in on see how close they'll let me get. If I stay still, if I'm still, they'll just let me talk, right? They're not mean like that, but they really don't like me walking over them. And so let's see how cool we could get this. So I just cleared all of this. This is a path. It should be a path. If I keep letting them over here, they're gonna make sure that it stays a path. And they just go to town and they lower the seed bank, and this is kind of what it's about. So it's probably an hour today, an hour and a half yesterday, and I almost got a good part of my garden back. And I'll be doing something with with all the weeds. I think I can no longer be afraid to compost weeds. I think that's where we are. There's just so many nutrients and weeds that, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. And look at them go. I mean, they just keep it going. I'm gonna go get my new director's chair. We're gonna see if I can just sit in the middle of them and hang out. Let me get this. I already lost 2. See if we can make this a good shot. This chair is giving double wide wheelchair. Okay. Not the worst spot. Brother Eric, look at how big these freaking horseradish I found in here. They're over there. This is what we're doing. This is huge, man. This is huge. You really don't need many of those plants. I hope everyone is well. I got family coming into town, family from Georgia coming into town, and from in New Rochelle. It's pretty exciting. It's like our little family reunion. At one point, when I was a kid, my mom's side of the family, it kind of split, and everybody went down south at one time. Everybody's from the south, but everybody, a good chunk of them went down south at one time. So now we try to keep everything together and meet up somewhere every year. And this year, we recommended to come up to New York and not the city, to come outside of the city. So it won't look much different, when they're done. But it definitely will be less weed seeds in there. I guess the insects will welcome to stay, but it'll probably be more flattened out. There was definitely some areas that I dug in, that I gouged. They'll just flatten it out. And now that we're moving more towards the management, going back into management of the area, I should be working with them to bring them in here every now and then so that we could maintain this system. So we got one more path to do, and we're pretty much good. I might have to there was always supposed to be a border in between that opening and this side. That would definitely help. Something that's hard. And then I wanted to do, let's just do it. Let's just freaking do it. But I wanted to do some sort of an arch over there that you walk through, and then something you grow over the top. Would love grapes. It's one of the things that I haven't been as successful with, but I think everything takes its time. I could feel their energy. I could feel like they're super excited about it's like, look what Bro Man did for me. I ain't been over here in 5 months. Look what Bro Man did. Yay, Bro Man did this. I think this year I gotta get a grapes of your fruit candy. I love that term. And take a look at these. I have some collards that overwintered, and I just want to take a look at the seeds. I don't know where they are at. Oh, these look good. These look pretty good. Yeah, I might have to try seeding these things in the next coming weeks. Now that we're in summer and we starting to look towards the fall garden, that's why it'll be great to get this garden back together. This walkway, just so you know, this is more of a perennial context. Everything that's out here is expected to be perennials. The amount of now, granted, that could go different ways. Like the comfrey, the comfrey is out of control. The mint is both of them are out of control, but they're pretty much in one bed. Um, and then, like I said, I have a bunch of cherry bushes. There's this behind me. This is I pruned this yesterday, so I'm hoping this will be a cherry bush that's more like a tree. And then behind that is a Nanking cherry, and then this is actually a Nanking cherry behind this right here. And then I have aronia berry. So when I plan this, at least in my coming into like some sort of skills with permaculture, just experimenting with that perennial, because I just want to see mostly green, throughout the year, and things that I don't have to do much with. Is it good to have a garden that you eat out of near the house? Yeah, so I should be doing things that grow in different seasons, succession, so that I could always be eating out of here. But this, eventually, somebody said something because they leaving. Oh, and there's a freaking. I hope I could get it. Did you guys see that? It's, it's probably far now. Oh, you saw it. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's the thing, Katie. When I'm sitting out here, I'll be honest with you. I'll be sitting here, and like earlier, right before I streamed, I saw what I believe is a cardinal. It looked like the Cardinals uniform, St. Louis Cardinals. Um, I saw some pretty yellow bird, and they hang out in here, and that's the thing. Because of the perennial garden, there's always things in here. There's always, things for them to eat, structures for them to land on. The next step is to support them even better and probably put some bird houses, and then it's really going to be off the chain at that point. I don't get many predators. I mean, mainly nocturnal stuff, because you see when I come back in, I'll see. Hi from Orr. Where's Orr? What's up, Alan? I was just saying St. Louis Cardinals, Piazza. But yeah, I'm always seeing beautiful stuff. It amazes me that just sitting here, I'm able to just see some. I don't gotta do much. So somebody told the hens to go that way, go back to the backyard, and they all did. So Big Red is still hanging out with me, of course, and we'll just close up the stream shortly. But a lot of this around me, it looks like failure. Oh, I see somebody back there. It looks like failure. Is that Oregon? It looks like failure, but there's so much in that. There's so much that, and I was having a conversation with my sister about this not too long ago, like the other day. Whether I look through your lens or my lens, or even the lens of someone who's visiting, right? So you have the YouTube lens, and then you have the person who's just passing by the property. I don't know what they see. I don't know what the delivery guy sees, Like the delivery guy, comes up. We still have to do our walkway, and he comes up and then he sees the woof of this over here, and the first thing he probably thinks is, God damn. And yeah, I sometimes it's hard for me to see through my lens, but so many things take time, and the learning it just takes it's learning, right? I mean, we give 4 years for a bachelor's. I've barely been doing this for 4 years. And not only that, within the 5 years that I feel like I remember being intentional about what I'm doing, I've had a job for almost three of them. And it's not been easy to, I guess when I started, I wasn't working. See? Delivery guy sees the pig. A friend of mine, he got bit in the butt by a dog. He was out. He was a delivery guy. He out here. He got bit. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they see before. Everyone used to tell me that they could see me in the front yard. This is when I didn't have a job. The chickens were like, and Big Red was here. This is my first. The Big Red's from the first. She's the only hen left from the first flock, and they were like my crew, and we would just be out here in the front yard, and like I said, I got a half acre in the front, and people would just see me as like, oh, it's a chicken guy again. And I don't know how I felt about being a chicken guy. It was part excitement. I mean, eating the eggs is great. When your first chicken dies, though, see these mofos went back around to the front where I just went and got them from. This is crazy. But it was fun. It was fun, and it was a learning lesson. It was definitely a learning. I mean, it's still a lesson. But whether I see it through my eyes or your eyes is someone's trying to get in after she's smart enough. Okay, what's she doing? Now she reminds me of my freaking cat that would just love to get stuck in stuff. I wish I could show this. You guys ever seen a stuck chicken? I don't know if it's gonna last long. That's why I'm not gonna film. Alright, let's see. She gonna figure it out when I come, because she's gonna get scared like I'm doing something to her. Wow, she's just submitting. That's hilarious. It's over for her. She's just fried. It's just gonna be chicken wings. Alright. I got you, Katie. Watch this. So they went on the other side of the mesh, right? And then there's like little holes in the mesh because I think it's either a fox or a possum likes to cut through my net at night, depending on where I put it. And at this point, they got stuck. So now they coming through a little hole, and then that one was inside here. So they don't know. They think they're stuck. Okay, she's out. She's not out. It wasn't good enough? There you go. Who told you to go over there? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Go. 1, 2, 3, okay. 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 I was sitting over here, chilling, No one told you ladies to go over there, and now they're back over here. So as I was saying, that's the absolute worst part of for me of having chickens because of who I am. I want them to be able to free range and roam, and I have the land to do it. But once I got my job, there's still one that's left over there, but she's a loner. Once I got my job a few years ago, I wasn't able to be outside all the time. So then I didn't have as much predator pressure because they stay pretty safe. I'm encouraging you. Oh man, I hope so, man. I don't know what I'm encouraging you to do, but it's encouraging. I feel good that I'm able to like share some of the rough stuff. You'll see this stuff like beautify up. It's gonna be crazy. But yeah, when I got my job, I didn't have time to be outside as much and be around the systems as much, and it was a lot of learning involved. So you need time. Like I was saying, you give a bachelor's is 4 years. You want masters, depending on your program, another couple years, maybe a whole another year, depending on what you study for doctoral. And to say that this is just gonna come easy, it doesn't come to everyone easy. I didn't know I was doing science at one point. I didn't know I was into ecology. I had no idea. Got one more who wants to. We got one more freedom fighter trying to get back in. No, man. That's the funny thing. Let me let this one back in, and then I'll give you game on that. All right. Okay. So I don't know who keeps telling them to go which way. I gotta pick up on who's in charge today. But the last one needed to come back in. So you say hawks, right? So I've never had a hawk attack when my chickens were free. I've never had a hawk attack. Um, we have hawks that, circle around. I've had a hawk come land on one of these posts. These posts are probably 7 to 8 feet high. I've had a hawk come land on that with like, with a mouse in it, just tearing it up. I actually got that on film. Um, the only hawk attacks I've had is when my hens are in the chicken run. There's been two kills that way. Two hawk kills. That's the only, and then I've had 1 to 2, and that was years ago. And I thought that at that point, I thought because I was keeping them in one space, and they had cover on top, they're caged in. I thought that I was keeping them safe, and I'm not really keeping them safe. Now, granted, when we got like I think when the fall changes, we start getting a couple of different predators. It's like the predators know what's about to happen, so they start acting different. And I would we caught one outside right before the snow came, and we caught it. The chickens were kind of enclosed. Nothing happened. No crime, no foul. I watched for a couple weeks. We've had a fox attack when the last batch of hens were young. What they would do is they would try to get out of the run. They weren't, I mean, they were young, they were chicks, right? So once they were mature enough to be with the bigger hens, they pretty much was trying to escape. So when you really think about what that indicator is, it's that they're still at the bottom of they're at the bottom of the bunch, and they gotta survive out there. So they're very skittish and they just want to be free. So for them, being free early is exactly what they needed to do. So they would just kind of always try to get out, and because they could fit into little crevices, they they got me. They tricked me. What wasn't an issue for having bigger hens, the whole size that was open, I started to notice them getting up and out earlier than me. Now, as the season, if I was a smart chicken owner, my wake up time would change with them and we could have a more pleasant experience. But I tend to not do that, right? Like, they not really practicing daylight savings time. So, why I say that is when, like, even right now, the amount of hours of light from 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, and my chicken door opens. So on one hand, if my chicken door to the actual coop, if it doesn't open, here's the downside. If it doesn't open, I would think I need a bigger coop because they're gonna be up in there fighting. And there's a couple hens that routinely be taking L's. They just take L's. They when they about to, I've seen a hen get stomped out. It looked like wrestling. Like, I seen foot raised. The hen bows down with the head and stomp out. I've seen feathers getting bit off. So the safest for them, even though they know that what flock they belong to, they want to be on the outside of it. They know they're going to eat last. So they kind of, they want to be as far away from the chaos as possible. And then you got the thugs of the bunch. They with it. They see somebody eat, they go take their food. Like, it's really interesting. But as far as predator pressure, I'm sitting in the front right now. Everyone has gone to the back. I have no vision of them, but their instincts is not always to be out in an open field. Girls don't fight fair. It's funny. Yeah, they don't always want to be out in the open field. You could tell when certain birds make their calls. You could see the posture. The hens will posture up, and they kind of know, like, what to do, and they go hide under bushes. So the good side of this type of um, management at times is the hens actually are safer because I'm not clear cutting my land. I'm not saying, oh, everything can't grow. No, the hens will go in somewhere to be safe and keep themselves safe. And if I had them in the front yard and I wasn't here, I would make sure that they have some supplemental food and some water, and they won't have to be going back and forth. But I don't think, it's weird to say, I don't think the hawks are really, unless they're hungry, unless there's a hen that's like, you don't really want to be with us. I really don't think that the hawks are out there for the hens. It's really about, do they have a food source, and why would the hens? Now, the people on four legs, I worry about them. But I believe that they are more prominent in the time when dusk and dawn, when animals tend to migrate at those dusk and dawn times. If it's hot in the day, they're not trying to be out there in the heat. They would have already done their work. So I'm pretty conscious around, like, dusk and dawn, and that's why I don't really let the hens out. I let them in the run, and the run, I guess if somebody wanted to get in there, they could get in there, but I ain't sweating it, man. I'm not sweating it. I don't have no electric fencing yet or anything like that. Like, I don't have enough hens for that. If we get a D-Day massacre, what do you want me to do? I ain't. I mean, I got a farm nearby. I'm gonna just be getting farm fresh eggs. I guess that's how I feel. It would hurt me, but I also would use it as a lesson to learn, like, what I did. And it's not cool to be this lax. I have people close to me, like close, less than a mile away. Man, they talking about all types of animals. They terrified when it comes to owning chickens. I have people who get out the game because they say they can't, and we less than a mile away from each other. So you can't tell me that what is by them can't come by me. It absolutely can come by me. But when you learn a little bit about your microclimate and your ecosystem, you get some sort of awareness as to, you know, well, what are they doing now? Things that I am very careful of that I had to change over the years. I don't keep food out in in the run. I don't keep it might, if they didn't finish food, you won't do livestock again. Well, this is just the start for me, Katie. I think I had a dream the other night about some lamb. Yeah, it's just the start for me. My recent content, the content category that I'm watching is like people living in remote places, and mainly like living off the land. So if I have it my way, I do enough with where I'm at so that I learn enough that when the time comes for me to make a decision, I can make that decision and feel good about myself. Um, some really deep concepts though. Get goats, yeah. SFF, right? No, I don't want goats seem a little bit too hard to manage with my style of management. One, I definitely would need a bigger property because I don't believe in. Now, I was saying I do feed the hens every day. Like I go to them with the food, right? So one of the bad parts um, of livestock, owning animals, is that just like Katie, you have to do so much for your pig, right? And you're involved in everything. That's why I miss having like a cat, right? I mean, you change their litter, you feed them, but you don't no, you can't overfeed a cat. Like that doesn't exist. Like they kind of are they're independent. The hens, they put themselves away. Mine don't go too far. This is enough land that they go places. If we were in the country, I wouldn't even care. They can go as far as they want as long as they come back. But they don't go too far. It's just that being in the suburbs, you really don't know how people feel about a hen coming over mainly to crap on, the driveway. Like, one, would I clean it? Sure, I'll spray it off. But you don't know how people really feel. They say they feel good. Peppa. Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't like that style of livestock. I like more hands off. I'm not watching my hens. What I did was after my first go round of where I put my coop, I showed you guys the old big Tajma coop that hasn't come down yet. Um, where I put my hens now, I could see from my kitchen window. My kitchen window is a place that I'm walking past. It's a high traffic area, right? So when we saw what we think was a potentially a coyote, a mangy coyote, um, we saw that from the kitchen window. We walked. My wife was sitting out there. So if you're doing the dishes, you could kind of get a survey, and you could see the chicken's temperament. So to make things easy for me to not have to watch them, they're in my line of sight. For the most part. So it just do whatever you can to make it easy. That's my goal in permaculture, is to have systems that work. So the next step, which I'm struggling to do, catch water for them, and they always have fresh water. Then I don't have to worry, at least outside of the winter. I don't have to worry about having water for them, or when these days get hot. I have a friend, my sister's friend, who said all of her hens passed away. Hot day. I mean, they get hot, we get hot. But you're keeping your hens in one spot. Sun is coming down on them, and they don't have no water. You didn't know what you was getting into. I know just with these chickens. I know when a chicken suddenly dies, like, you got to do something. I mean, one of the heartbreaks for me, we had a hen that passed away in the wintertime. I couldn't bury her because the ground was frozen. So now necessity is becomes the mother of invention, like right in your face. Well, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna, take care of this? So she became a part of a compost pile. But that's a part of it. And I watch people that take care of the animals and the vet and all of that. Like, I don't know if I want all that. I don't know if I want all that. I want a system that works. I want to know that they're healthy. Me allowing them to free range. They still get feed. I buy feed as if they don't free range. One day I hope to be able to really understand the balance. I mean, I probably buy $50 worth of feed every 3 months. It's $200 a year, I guess. I might even be going a little bit over. So, you know, but the labor cost, right? So I got the labor cost involved in that. So I'm involved in that, but I just don't look at it from a monetary standpoint. I buy feed so that they could have the nutrients that they need, that when I let them out, that they're not trying to go through the holes in the fence that we have. Um, about 300. Man. Yeah, no. But then here's the other plan. My system now is to get hens every 2 years. So, 300 a year. Okay. Okay. That's for the vet, for a traveling vet. There's an old piece of pizza right here. And this the only reason why this hen is this close to me is because she's going to town. I just threw that out there today. Sound like cardboard, and she's just gonna keep pecking, pecking, pecking. But yeah, I hope I continue to improve the systems to make it easy on me monetarily. My pen system is looking okay, but it's admittedly, if I did write down all of the things that I thought it would, for the hoofs. Oh, okay, got you. Oh, I'll be watching the hoof stuff with the horses and the hoofs with the cows, and yeah, I watch all that stuff. I find it interesting, especially those cow machines that be picking up the freaking legs in the back all crazy. But yeah, it's a lifestyle. It's I don't know if you could even convince someone into it. For me, the payment is I, I don't know if I've ever seen a pig. I watch I watch what is that? I watch the sheep. I watch the sheep when they take the wool from the sheep. Definitely watch the horses get new horseshoes, and then I do watch the cows. And then when the cows are messed up and it be all infected, then they put like the iodine on and they wrap it up. Then they look like they in high heels. Oh, they flipped them on their backs. Okay, that sounds like how they do the sheep when they sharing them. Yeah, sharing a sheep. But when I watch the stuff, to be honest with you, I'm so far from. I feel like a baby. I feel like I'm watching something that is a fantasy because to think that this is what is happening. This is what it takes to, let's say all of our wool comes from sheep, and there's these, land stewards that manage all these sheep, and everybody uses wool, right? Wool is a great material. Does everybody know what goes on in order to get the product? So when I watch it, I'm just so amazed that there's this industry that we assign ourselves the understanding of a fabric, a natural organic fabric that is grown. This is a grown fabric because the animal grows, right? Like at one point, as my chicken decides to walk away from me, at one point I started to collect the chicken's feathers. I had so many, and I would see so many feathers. I started to collect it and say like, well, what can I do with this, right? And I started looking up like maybe I can make a pillow, and maybe I should have did it, but you could sell those things. And I think at that time, back then, that's probably like 4 years ago. I was still in that early phase, not finding my groove as to what I'm doing. Oh yeah, they tolerate that more. Yeah, I was so I didn't understand where I wanted to end up. I didn't understand much about it. I knew I have livestock, right? I'm a livestock manager. But beyond that, I didn't know um, whether I was still thinking in money. Like, what can I do resource wise? So if people want chicken feathers, where can I sell them at? You know, what's happening here? What's happening there, man? Show love clothing. How are you showing love through the clothing? Is that a clothing brand? Show love. I could tell you what's not happening. I could look at my screen and I want to tell you that I'm living out of a van and this is just my land and a little bush that I carved through, and at the other end of that is a van, and that's not what's happening. You were supposed to be here because I was thinking about the show What's Happening right before I got on live. I missed that show. Rerun. And Raj and Dwayne. Hey, hey, hey. But no, I'm just chilling. The sky is pretty clear, just watching everything go down and being in the sounds. Just talking. Just talk. My name is Darnell, just talking. Sometimes I just sit here and just talk. I have family coming into town. I should be inside cleaning up and preparing for them. I did a good job earlier. I got started. My wife had to go to a bridal shower event, so I think she's doing salsa, and I'm supposed to, you know, be doing what I'm doing. But I got into the work. I figured let me just get the stream out the way. Um, Not to look at streaming like that, like just get it out the way, but it happens. And yeah, man, just chilling. Um, right now, I'm observing a bee take out some nectar from a comfrey flower. That's the thing. I wish you guys could see what I could see. Well, sorry, that means get meta glass. I don't mean it that way. I don't mean it that way. Katie, what are you crocheting? I should take a nap and then go back to moving stuff around and cleaning. Kids didn't help me that much today. Okay, hats. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I like my crochet. I like the one my wife did for my children better than mine, but it is what it is. I get the scraps. You took your nap earlier. I don't really take naps. I'm usually like up all day and working. Like even today, I was busting it. There's a lot of walking around. Like I'm going from one side of the house to the other, and it's upstairs, downstairs. Yeah, I got that message earlier for those who have cancer. Yeah. Sorry, I'm always in. I don't know if you guys notice. I never really look at the. I don't look at the phone. Like I'm not. I'm always like observing things around me. Like I have this Nanking cherry right in front of me, and I'm looking at how damaged the leaves are, and then I'm looking at the new growth that is a little bit a lighter green. I'm gonna work on getting those colored glasses because I really want to see the variations, and it'll tell me what's what even faster than me, having to go into my database to say what leaf is that, you know. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Well, thanks for the 5 likes, guys. Um, it's been slow streaming. I'm not gonna lie. What is that? Oh my god. Whether it's a rabbit, a chipmunk, a squirrel, cat, I get it all. Oh no. Oh no. No, no, no. You be with media. What's up? What's up, man? You didn't get to see me work. Should I do some work just because you're here? Should I do it for the gram? Yeah, I'm in this front garden. This path is not looking too pathish, but it used to look like that. That was all here, and we got some work on it. And this is day 2, sir. This is day 2, unless you watched earlier. Um, Thanks for watching the replay. Either way, uh, been pretty much a boring YouTuber of late. There isn't much. There isn't much excitement. I'm not gonna lie. This week, we'll say a lot. Yeah, well, just 2 days in the front yard. Um, I don't know. I The backyard's in good shape. Boring life isn't. Boring life isn't entertaining. Oh yeah, your favorite troll. Yep, Leonardo. Leonardo might make a appearance Um, Now my son just came out for the first time. He's playing basketball now. Uh, I don't know. Maybe we'll go over there. He's playing basketball. That's been his thing. Super frustrating for me. I I told you guys when I was making that patio, which is really not that far that way. Um, Patio looks good. The what do you call it? The shed, everything got put up. I think that was 2 or 3 weeks ago now. Everything is working. I do want to build a shelf in there because it'd be better to build than to buy. Just because one, I have the wood. Two, it'll be more custom. You'll watch when he dunks on me. So, oh man, his shot is looking way better. Alright, I'm not getting off stream because I gotta talk about this now that you be with media is here. So when I measured for the gravel for the patio, I roughly came up with like 1.1 cubic yards. That was it. That was it.
What?
That was it. You took about 5 shots.
Huh?
You took like 5 shots. That was it.
I wanted to come and check out your screen.
Oh, you wanted to come and bomb my stream. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You do what you gotta do. So I made what you what you mean I didn't use it on stream? You mean right now? I've streamed from there. I got so many places to stream from now, man. Katie says hi.
Hi.
So I measured the amount of the gravel that I needed. It came up to like 1.1 cubic yards. So you can't buy if you're gonna do a delivery of that type of gravel, the one that compacts, instead of going to Home Depot and buy bags, which will cost way more, and it would be work for me. Um, I have to get two. So I made the judgment. I could have gotten one and probably made up the distance at Home Depot, but I figured I'm gonna need it for other projects. But at that moment, the hoop that's in front of my driveway has not been used at all. No one plays basketball. If he's played basketball, it was over the fall, winter, and it was in a gym. No one uses this hoop. So I said, okay, I'm fine to order 2 cubic yards. 1 plus cubic yard will be used for my patio. So that plan worked out great. Well, where am I gonna put the other cubic yard? The almost 1 cubic yard? Where am I gonna put it? Well, wherever they dump it is gonna stay there, right? So I go and move the basketball hoop and I put the gravel right in front of the basketball hoop. Again, this hoop has not been used. I didn't even buy this hoop. This hoop was given to me from someone who had it in their garage. My kids were smaller. I set it up every now and then. We come outside. This is years ago. I would be the one using it. I would, take off some steam, go shoot some hoops. As of 7 days ago, 7 days ago to the day, uh, my friend's kids came over and they play basketball. They're serious ballers. So when they see a hoop, they going in on it. It don't matter that the hoop got gravel at the bottom of it. They running up the gravel and dunking on the hoop. And I'm watching the gravel that's at a peak. I'm watching the thing go flat. It's going to be more work. It's going flatter and flatter and flatter. And it eventually has no peak and it's just round. There's no more pyramid. It's just rounded, right? So the next day, my son was like, "Yo, I want to go play basketball," and I'm like, "Come on, man. I know you don't want to go out in the driveway. Yeah, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna go play basketball. All right, well, go play, but I really, just shoot. I don't want you climbing the gravel." He's like, "Yeah, I won't touch the gravel." So I go out there and I see him at the gravel, and I'm like, "Oh man, I just feel like I'm not doing a good enough job because he finally wants to commit himself to it, and now he doesn't have the tools." But I had already made this assessment. It ain't easy to move 1 cubic yard. If I'm not mistaken, 1 cubic yard is probably a ton. It's probably a ton. It's probably no, I'm not single, and I'm in non-single New York State. um, it's probably a ton, right? So this got to get moved, and I'm thinking to myself at that point, it's day one. He got to give me 2 days of effort, right? 2 days of effort, and then it makes sense to do this move. One day of effort, it don't make sense. So I just slept on it and was like, all right, hopefully he don't play. Look at me now. Um, no, that was the first time for me to be with media. That's all. That's um. Uh oh. Oh, the gang is back. What y'all repping this time? So I'm thinking to myself like, this really it makes me feel bad as a parent that he wants to do something and he's not. This is that thing that you don't forget as a kid. When I wanted to play basketball, my father he got this order of gravel, and he put it in the driveway, so I was never really able to practice. So I really never, I didn't have a chance. So I'm like, damn, I know I gotta move this. So then day two comes. Oh, I found out what they going through. They are playing the limbo. You gotta be kidding me. That's what y'all been getting out at? They are playing the limbo under it is it's like this big, yo. And big old chicken is limboing under this. Anyway, so I see him on day two, and then he asked me to take him to the park. So I take him to the park. Matter of fact, that's Father's Day. So I was on stream. So we in the park on Father's Day, and it was a good feeling to go to the park because then I didn't have to worry about him wanting to shoot inside at the house. So then the next day came. I seen him put on a video talking about tips on how to get better at basketball.
Why are you talking about me?
Is it true?
So, maybe.
Maybe. Okay. So now I feel offended. You didn't ask me how to get better at basketball. You went to YouTube. We don't care what you do. Talking about when you were a child. Yeah, well, I hear you. So he goes to YouTube. He goes to YouTube, NBA young boy. Uh, and I felt offended. One, these kids
You
don't.
could have said your feelings.
I could have said my feelings. He don't want to hear my feelings. When we went to play at the court, every time him and my other son missed a shot, it felt like they failed at something. And I'm realizing that all of their games are based on they have metrics in their games that don't allow for them to really practice because they're all being judged, they're all being ranked at something. Like, are you good at basketball?
No.
Why are you not good at basketball?
I can't make my shots. I
He's
can't do the simple stuff, and I can't.
he's
Well,
not
why is
good
the
at
pizza on
basketball
the ground?
because he can't make his shots, and he can't. You can't do what?
As I can't dribble that well.
So he already has he don't want he don't want all your advice. Well, if you don't want to hear my advice, I'm o- I'm okay with not wanting to hear my advice. I'm okay if you don't want to hear advice, but why are we so ready to go to YouTube to find information about getting better when your dad has played basketball seriously, your dad has coached basketball seriously? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Now, just because I don't push this on you, you don't feel like, oh, I'm gonna go to him. We gonna talk about it. And he has a low, you're starting off with a low self-esteem. I don't remember being his age talking about I'm not good at basketball. Ain't nobody good at basketball at your age. No one.
I know
So then how could you not be good if everybody else is also not good?
because I'm not good compared to those people either.
Well, there's no comparison. It's very simple. Just like the video you watched, right?
It didn't help me.
No, it did help you. You should be good at being disciplined to take or make 100 shots every day. And if you keep doing that every day, trust me, you don't get to decide whether you're good or not. Everyone is going to they're going to see your confidence and you making shots. It's the same thing with baseball. If every day, see, baseball is not as easy of a sport. You know why? Because you need a team to play. How you gonna work on your hitting right here? You can literally work on shooting right here. You could work on how you touch the ball right here. And your shot has gotten 1,000 times better in 3 days.
Me?
Yeah, I was watching you from here. Before your head was magnetized.
Like
Woo!
that?
You had the magnetized head.
Okay.
Now you got some form. Now we got some rotation. Now you gotta stop doing the roll. Just sit it there. Up. But yeah, it don't make sense
Is
why
that
you
peppermint?
that's not peppermint, that's spearmint. Peppermint, I don't even know if my peppermint is alive.
Is that peppermint?
There's no peppermint over here that I recall. I up potted it and moved it because it wasn't doing well. This was peppermint. It might still be alive. See that little? This is pepper too.
It doesn't look like it smells good. It just smells good.
Yeah. So look, we gonna have to rescue. He just reminded me about these peppermints, and they're
It's
super
because
tiny
I thought that was peppermint.
right now.
And I remember peppermint tastes and smells good.
Yeah, but they don't. Look, I don't want to get into they don't listen, they don't do that. I wouldn't say that. It's not that they don't listen. I think the key things that they don't listen to is a problem. Like, you'll be fine. Just keep taking the shot. Don't worry about, for someone who's played basketball at a college level, I know I'm not super amazing, but it happened. And me taking shots and practicing is what you do most of the time. Me playing a game is what you do a little bit of the time. So if you don't practice seriously and know what you're doing, I'm just going through the motions. Keep going through the motions. What you think I'm doing out here? I'm just going through the motions.
Okay. I'm gonna say something.
You want me to tell myself that I'm bad at this?
No,
I'm bad at this.
you're good.
I'm trash.
No, you aren't.
I'm trash at this.
Let me get this clear. You are not trash at this.
So how come you could externally tell somebody that they're not
Repeat
trash?
after me.
Uh,
You
you
are
you are
not
not
trash.
trash. You are not trash.
Say, okay. Repeat after me.
Yes,
I
I
am
am
not
not.
trash.
I don't have a rash.
Maybe you are.
Well, that's a part of your self-esteem. Stop telling yourself that you're not good at something. Yeah, so those are the that's how it is working with the kids. But I mean, he doesn't know how. I don't think, as a dad with a son, I don't think he understands and respects how much patience that I have with him to let him go through the bad feelings of like sports and things that you might be interested in. We play video games together, and he gets. I mean, it's almost like he gets to have like a best friend, you know, but not intentional. But I just work. I work with him that way. But like I said, I hope everybody's doing good. Um, I don't know if now is the time. I just keep observing all these flowers. I'm looking at some pretty yarrow over there, some yarrow in there. There's so much to do. I'm just happy that I today having the courage to show you guys. And apparently, I posted a replay that you be with media. So, what's going on. But the more that I'm able to walk through here and just have access, and it's that simple. Once I have the access, things are in motion in a way that where I can manage them. Rosalinda, what's up? I am getting frustrated with the freaking chickens everywhere, but we'll get past that. If things hit the fan, I have another hen trying to break in. Here we go. Here we go. If things hit the fan, I'll probably get like 50 hens and start selling some golden eggs. So, some Willy Wonka eggs. I'm judging whether or not I'm gonna help this hen, who's I don't know why she did what she did because she breached homestead problems. Yeah, I think the more you say stuff like that, I think I'm done with the homestead, man. I think I'm done. I think it's more just like a permaculture, and in order to homestead, you gotta have. I don't think for me, clickbait. No, I think for me, unless I have, unless I have a home to stead, like I don't have the resources, I don't have the people. I can't do this. It's just not realistic at the size. Um, I'm not interested in. I'm not interested in. No one's asking me, well, why is it how it is? It ain't working. That part is not working. Um, I'm not doing anything extraordinary. I don't have any super productive yields. Now, in a couple years, from a permaculture perspective, exactly where I sit right now, there's a lot of beauty in here. I mean, these freaking aronia berries and chokeberries and the black raspberries and the currants, and that stuff is looking promising. All the herbs is looking promising. But that's not homesteading. That's just me gardening. Me homesteading is as far as having resources, using the land as a resource transaction. I just don't. I don't see it without the human resources. I just don't see it. I'm starting to design systems to be away from the home and not be at the home. So once that kind of carries over, it's done. It's a done deal. Um, Once I have a better routine and the routine also has monetary backing, I'll pay for some of the landscaping and all of that. I won't sign myself up to be the only person doing it because it's not effective. If it means for me to be here, I could be missing my blessings, traveling across the country. That's not what I had in mind from the start, but a lot of things just don't function without me physically being here. It's like work, right? Like a lot of us, we have jobs that the companies, they have a single point of failure, and a lot of times you are put in a position where you can't leave or you feel pressure to go on vacation, your work doesn't get done, or they don't have enough people trained. That's not a why would you do that in a home context, right? That doesn't make sense to me. You know what makes sense? We gonna sit, we gonna eat. I got you. I was looking at these currants and I got hungry for one. Hey, can you let the they're trying to get in, but
Here?
yeah, just pull that up right there.
Like this?
Just move. You could either lift up the just you could just lift. How the hen know how to get out but not in? You figure it. Yeah, just move it. Just move it so they can get in. That's fine. They'll just walk over there.
No.
Did you fall? There's a juicy one right there. See these currants? It took me like look how many there are.
It keeps pulling it back like I'm straightening it out.
Why don't you just pull it all the way back so that
Is
they
it
could
enough?
get in?
Oh, in?
Yes, in.
You could have said that. They could.
Well,
I
yeah.
thought you said to keep them out.
No, you can leave it down. It's getting dark, so they'll probably go to the back. This is what I gave you earlier. The other
What's
day.
it called?
This is a currant.
Can you eat it like straight out of the plant, or do you
Yeah,
have to?
but try to like this one is not ripe, that color. And then this is pink champagne. So the more
Can
pink,
I try?
oh, you took the pink one. Yeah, try it.
I like how sweet and sour it
Yeah,
is.
it's like tarty, right? Yeah,
Is this okay to eat?
yeah,
This is a good one.
yeah. I mean, the pink one. Some of them, the darker they are, they might actually be more sweet than tart. But yeah, just don't let
I
it go
like
to waste. This is what failing is. We're failing, you see?
How are we failing?
How are we feeling? You don't see that bee that's that close to you?
What? Oh, that?
Yeah.
I'm not scared of that.
Look, there's a bee, right? There's a bee hanging out. It's comfy. They love it.
I don't. If I don't attack them, they won't attack me.
Oh. You mean like
I
when
pet a bee before.
you
Remember?
mean like when that when the hook hooked me.
It went straight up to my ear. I got. So what were you talking about in the stream while I was
I was
making shots?
just talking. Just talking, and I started talking about parenting. And you excited for family to come in town?
Oh, you mean our aunts?
Yeah. The cousins are going to stay with Titi.
Hmm?
Their children are going to stay with Titi, so they're staying with us. So yeah, I'm off for the week. We have a nice week
It
of
kind
supposed
of looks like
family time, but it's gonna be tough and rough. I just realized that the kids start camp next week, so I'll be doing family activities plus drop off and pick up
this
of kids.
is this.
Oh, that should be on the sweeter side, yeah.
I like it.
It's good,
Why
right?
was my water upside down?
I don't know, but you can make little tarts with this. We got some
Are
rhubarb
they used
back
to
there.
just flavor food?
Yeah, I mean, in America we don't eat them much. In other countries they eat them more.
I'm surprised we don't eat them.
Well, there's a history behind why we don't, but there's a lot of weird things when you stop doing something, you know. How many people around us have chickens?
0.
Zero. Pretty sure 100 years ago that wasn't the case, so, you know. You stop doing things and then at that point you think that it's pointless or you shouldn't do it or it's poisonous. Don't eat that. That's poisonous. No, why would you throw it down? I was teasing you. There's one that looks just like it. It's for the birds. It's over there. It's not. It's actually poisonous to humans. Not poison. Like you're not gonna drop dead. You might just get sick.
Like what type? A stomachache, a headache.
I could look it up, but I keep it there. I grow it for the birds. You didn't know that? I grow stuff that's just not for us.
I did not know that.
No. I mean,
thought-
look at that. The milkweed.
I don't know what that is.
You see all of those big flowers?
The purple ones?
Yeah, that's called milkweed.
Is it really poisonous?
It is. It's well, people say it's poisonous. Your mother's saying it's not anymore, but the milkweed is the only plant that the butterfly was that the monarch butterfly. That's the only plant that they lay on. So we usually get a lot of butterflies that come. So that keeps spreading, and we keep supporting it. We don't do anything with the plant other than allow for the butterflies to have it.
That was the right one too that I threw that one.
Just be careful. This is spiky, but you could go in. I mean, there's a couple of
This one's good.
as you go down.
Wait, is it better the more you go down? Are the big ones okay to eat?
As long as it's not yellow, you're good. You'll get used to it. Katie says she loves rhubarb. Yeah, you would dip it in sugar. Wild strawberries, you get wild strawberries too. They don't put out much.
So this is good.
Much. They're smaller fruit though. Yeah, it's good. Man.
The big ones taste good.
The thing about currants, I don't know if you guys have had a currant, but the cool thing is that it's translucent. You could actually see the seeds through it.
Yeah.
I know this camera, I can't change the focus, but just trust me, you could actually see the seeds through it.
Wait, dude.
It was like blurry when I put it up close. But to you be with media's comment, the strawberries that we eat, the strawberries that are in the store, that's not a
Sometimes
that's
it
not a
seems
wild
like
strawberry. That's that was grown, that was bred to be nice and plump.
I never
Uh,
knew plants could be so. So far, this is the best plant I ever tasted, or thing I ever
no,
tasted.
these aren't wild strawberries. This is a strawberry plant right here. It's
Wait,
not a
that's a
wild.
strawberry plant?
Yeah. This is all.
Looks like the other.
This is
grew
all.
more.
This is a strawberry.
Where are the strawberries?
That's a huge strawberry plant.
I don't see any huge strawberries.
These strawberries are struggling because of all of the overgrowth. So then all this is mint.
The roots
This
get
is
tangled
this
up.
is spearmint right here.
Can I eat it?
Yeah, you can eat it. Let's take a leaf. Yeah, so that's spearmint.
I
Yeah,
like how they're like this spicy, but
hey, strawberries are just not. They're not wild strawberries. We've planted them, and the strawberries are perennial, so they kind of spread really vigorous. But
I'd rather smell them.
if the strawberry is continuing to try to have leaf growth to reach the canopy because there's no light, at least in my opinion, they're not going to put out as many flowers. So, but they still spread, and I've pulled them up and put them into better situations. My wife has strawberries that are doing better over there.
Yeah.
We've had years where there's been like amazing strawberry years we could just come out and pick,
Or juicy ones.
and then we've had years where it's like, it's not that much. Strawberries are pretty easy to grow though.
One of these looks like they're bleeding.
Bleeding?
Yeah.
You mean it burst? Maybe you can see it on camera now.
No.
So that's the seed See the seeds?
The seeds kind of looks like eggs.
No. That's exactly what I wanted to know. Eggs.
Like fish eggs.
Oh, I just ate some good fish eggs.
Yeah.
Oh, I see a big one back there.
I was just looking at that. I like the smell.
Oh, that was good.
Ooh, this one.
It tastes this like some of the really good ones. They taste like strawberry. Is that strawberry? No, cherry Sprite.
Maybe you can see this one.
Like no cap, they taste like a strawberry. I mean, a cherry Sprite.
Yo, they do.
Yeah. Well, I've not grown from seeds, so this year, now that the harvest is doing good and the plant is starting to really spread and take off, I do have a goji berry back there too. It
It's a
hasn't.
goji berry.
Just another superfood.
Like this.
Yeah, it's just another fruit.
I thought I saw a bunny.
What you mean you thought? There's a bunny hanging out in here.
Wait, what?
I've seen bunnies keep going back and forth.
I remember when I pet a bumblebee before without getting stung.
Yeah, I just didn't know this was in the cards. So just bees are just going back and
I
forth.
don't know where they're coming from.
I can hear the buzz. We just become like one with
Nature.
one with nature. You know, one thing about nature that really bothers me. It's not about nature, it's about people. I feel so disconnected to water. When I see water So a stream, a creek, um, not really near. Well, I guess I do go over rivers too, but mainly like little streams and creeks, right? When I look at the water, what I see is I can't get in there because it's toxic. Like something about looking at real water feels like off to me. It feels like, oh, you have to be. I just saw the bunny. I think the bunny went under the car. It's easy to get him away. He think he's a bunny chaser. But I feel like it's awkward that we're so disconnected. Me, let's say me. Forget, I'm not gonna speak for everybody, but I feel so disconnected from the water that I automatically think that water is dirty. That something's in there. That I think bacteria. I just think freaking cesspool. Not the other way around. Not that I saw something that makes that water dirty, makes that water that I'm not willing to get in,
I'm coming
right?
back. I can't get enough of that.
Like when you go to a creek, well, what I'm saying, you be with media, is like when you go, say you want to go fishing, right? Are you
This
the
one
type?
almost looks like a watermelon with red lines.
If you go to a creek and you go fishing, are you going to walk all the way into the water? Are you going to roll up your pants and walk into the water? When we went fishing, did you go in the water at all?
No,
Why not?
because we don't know what's in there.
Because we don't know what's in there. You hear this? Because we don't know what's in there. That's what I'm talking about, and that's what I was taught. That's what he's indirectly being taught. And then when I watch people, who have the exact opposite, I'm kind of jealous. Did you hit the jackpot?
Yeah.
Oh, that's huge. That's huge.
It's so good. It has multiple seeds in it.
You be with media. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to rage bait no one. And I hear you, but I don't think that's the reason. I think that there's a miseducation. He said congrats on the fine.
Thank you. You guys should really have grow a garden.
There's a miseducation and it being disconnected, like city folks. That's Katie. I wish, but Katie, I'm from the Bronx. No, CJ, I don't have no house yet, and we're just we're on the side of the highway, CJ. We're just foraging stuff on the side of the highway. Hey, boy, go get that side of the highway food. Go get the good food right here. So, I'm from the Bronx, Katie, and you couldn't be further. You couldn't, even though you're technically like a coastal city, you couldn't feel further from water. There isn't much access to the water, so you feel like distant from it. So my natural relationship with getting on a boat, when I think, so it's funny you say that, but Orchard Beach, one of the largest man-made beaches.
Beaches are man-made.
On one hand, very beautiful, could be a beautiful beach, but the way that the people choose to use and abuse shoreside, we all have different relationships with it. When I would go to the beach, I would mainly go there to play basketball.
Daddy, look at that one. I can't reach it.
Which, yeah.
That one. Yeah. Those red ones. They're pure red.
These?
Yeah. They may not be that good, but they're really good. I'll let you keep half.
I would go there to play basketball, and you would look out at the water. Gowanus.
I like about these
Oh my
is
God.
the seeds I could just shoot out.
If you with me to let's be honest, bro. Most of us are too simple to think deep about the things that I'm saying with water. We don't go to the beach. When we do, we don't actually go in the water. Now, when we go on vacation, Devin Witt, I kind of remember Devin. I remember Devin Witt. Tell me about our moments, Devin. We just out here eating. I feel like a lot of us are simple folk, and simple in a way where I'm jealous. I wish I was. I was playing. Oh, okay, yeah. That wasn't. That was not too long ago. There was so much going on that day. We were at the park playing ball. So a lot of us are simple folk, and like, how many of you guys have a kayak?
Me,
How many of you have a kayak? You don't have a kayak?
no.
He don't have a kayak.
This one's half red and almost half yellow.
You heard that? Yeah. Let's go check to see everything is good though. Oh, okay. Everything's good. Got the chickens doing their thing. He don't have a kayak. You know why you don't have a kayak?
Because I don't go in the water.
I'm. If you guys, you see that bird? What was that?
I don't know.
That thing was close.
It looks like it could have picked one of those.
All right, just go check. Make sure go show some force. I don't like when the kids be chasing, but we don't have a kayak. I really wish we did. I really wish that I had. My son does play Fortnite when he comes back. I don't know his handle or anything. Um, Everything's good.
There's just one chicken over
Where the rest?
there in the backyard.
Okay, that's who was making the noise.
Yeah.
Oh, they ask if you play Fortnite.
I do.
Devin is asking.
I do.
So, I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of getting a kayak. I was asking a friend not too long ago. Sure, you could add them. What's your Fortnite name?
Dusty Fowl 7527.
Dusty Fowl 7527.
I'm not good though. So you have to carry me.
So I don't know how much I need to spend for this kayak. I don't know if I could go cheap. I'll just be honest with you. We don't do that. We don't do that. If you know who the we I'm talking about, we don't do that. In the masses. There's some of us, depending on where we from, we're extra skilled. That's what's up. But we don't do that. And so I called up my white friend. Sorry. And I said, hey, I'm thinking about a kayak. Now, oh, you playing on your PlayStation?
I
We
play on Nintendo.
we don't do that, and it's in my head because I know that something's wrong with that. The fact that we don't do that, and we should feel free to do that. There's nothing really stopping us from doing that. So, except for the information and the comfort. So she started telling me. She was telling me
Can
what.
I walk this way to get one
Yeah, just don't step on
of those? Here?
this right here.
Okay.
That's the only thing that's in there. Everything else you can step on.
This?
Yeah, I mean, don't you point at it so you can step on it intentionally.
Yeah. Be careful. Now where up? Oh. Got caught.
No, he said he's not good at the game,
Yeah, I'm
okay,
not good at the game.
according to him.
Well,
But she told me, hey, first thing you're gonna want to know is, do you want to be inside the kayak or or have no inside? I'm like, what you talking about? And she gave me like 3 pointers. I got them in a text message, and I could go back to them, and that's gonna help me buy it. But if I buy it, I'm just gonna be a big dude, 6'3", carrying around a kayak and don't know where to go. So when my pool gets done, where you think the first place my kayak is gonna go? I'm gonna be the big silly dude with a kayak in the pool, and I'm gonna be working.
working until you get
And
it right,
and,
and then
and,
you
and
can.
hopefully my kids know enough that when they get older, they don't go in the pool with the kayak. But there's so much unknowns that I'm like, this is where I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start in the pool. My wife laughed at me, but she ain't out there kayaking. I don't know what's in the water.
You know
Um,
what's in the pool, though.
I know enough though. I know enough because we did see that guy fishing, right? Remember we saw the guy that was fishing over there by the pond, and I
Oh
walked
yeah,
up
that
on
guy.
him, and he was happy to show us his 25 fish.
That was so.
And I thought to myself, I don't think he should be eating that. I know there's a lot of herbicides they put in that, but he looked like an herbicide, so we just never know. But
You don't judge people or judge people.
who's judging people?
But I'm just giving them what you should do.
Oh, you telling them that they shouldn't judge people?
Yeah.
Tell you every letter. You gonna need to you typing everything else good. Dusty,
Foul
foul,
7527.
foul like a chicken.
Dusty foul 75. Uppercase D and F.
Or you can put your name in there. He'll read it.
Wait, where?
No, I'm saying you can put his name in there
Okay.
in the chat.
Can you put your name in? Your username.
But yeah, I mean, we could do better. We're gonna get there, and it's very early in this YouTube journey as far as taking the journey. Okay, using a voice mic. As far as if you could say your name and it'll go in the chat.
So what were you saying again? About since I wasn't listening to anything you said.
Katie laughed at you saying don't judge. Yeah, no, because I said he looked like a herbicide. I wasn't judging him. I was just saying what I think he looked like. He he didn't I would have preferred. I wish we were in a world where I could just tell him, bro, you probably shouldn't be doing that, because he was really excited. He had 25 fish on there. I'm sure he didn't have a license, but he knew enough to know that that was the max of fish. But here, in just going back to what you be with media said, that the waters are, a lot of the waters are contaminated. Why I would promote somebody knowing what they're doing before they do it is because the things that you can't see, right? You know, the PFAS. There's just a bunch of stuff. We got CAFOs and PFAS, and this water's traveling a lot of places. There's chemicals in the water. When we purchased this house, because of a chemical disaster we had to do, and that happened 30 years ago, we had to do this extensive water test to make sure that they're still trying to track this chemical from 30 years ago. So, I mean, look, not to bring up Flint, but he went inside. He'll come back out. And he could read that name. That's a funny name though. But he's saying don't judge because he that age. But you gotta know what you like and what you don't like. That's that's how I'll put it. Oh, your dad gave it to you. Okay. Well, I mean, we don't. Just to let you know, Devin, we don't. I don't get on the mic. He doesn't get on the mic of any game, so it's not like it's really just playing at that point, and you could text canned messages. He put his name.
What is it?
This
Psycho AS.
noggin. It's another word on
Huh?
it. Noggin.
Okay. Is there a chair I could sit on?
I'm about to go inside. You about to play out here? You can sit on the stoop right on the steps right
No,
there.
like to be on camera.
Um, to be on camera, you could, if you want, you can move those chairs right there. Yeah, that's a chair. That's what you asked for, right? You gotta pick it up. You'll pick it up with your game on there? Okay. He's not fully past the clumsy phase. I remember being clumsy. It was bad. It was bad. I wasn't as clumsy as my brother though. I think my mother tells a story about my brother dropping me down the stairs, but he caught me in time. It's like, I caught him though.
Wait, did it get out of the
Well, it was.
month? Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God, I've been on here for 2 hours and 48 minutes. I had to get off here. We can't go past 3 hours.
Why?
Why? Because I need my life. That's why.
You are living the life.
I'm living, I got stuff to do. And I have no idea what time it is, which makes me feel free. I have no idea what time it is, but the darkness is coming in and it's going to tell me what time it is. Oh man. We look like twins.
We do.
Yeah. It's taking you that long to put that in there? You
It's
could read it. CHO.
uh
I don't know. If
I'm
you
just not typing on a Nintendo. I usually play with the controller thingy. What's this thing?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's 8 here. Thank you. We just passed summer solstice, so You surprised you have toes left? Yeah, no, I used to be a little clumsy. My
Wait,
mom,
where's the name on the screen?
it's H-O. My mom used to name me Mr. Fix It. Noggin, Noggin.
N-O-G-G-I.
Ggin. I used to break everything. I used to open it up. See how I still want to open up stuff.
Is it one word?
It had said it was a space and then a space. I don't know. That's how it is, but it won't let you move the cursor.
Yeah.
That's trash. Yeah, well, Katie, thanks for hanging out. Devin, thanks for showing up.
Is this it?
Yeah. Um, like I said, I got a week off. It's very scary to
It says
take.
there are 0 results.
Try it as one word, I guess.
Can you show the name on it?
I don't think you should film it.
Okay.
If you can, you can. But I don't know. Oh, you said it has no spaces.
Oh.
Yeah. You gotta do it again.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, Devin, what do you do besides play games? Noggin.
Okay.
A week off is gonna be pretty dangerous. Uh, I don't. I when I'm that far away, it makes me feel like why
It
do I
says
even?
YoB_King2020. The only way how it would come up like that is because they changed their name.
Oh, okay.
So, is it you?
What is the name?
Yo.
Is it Yo B King 21? But yeah, a week off is gonna be tough. I make it sound sad.
It's not showing your name then.
Yeah, it's not. He did the search. He did it both ways. The one with spaces showed nothing, and the one without spaces showed nothing, and the one with
Did you
spaces.
change your name to that? It's uppercase DUSTY, uppercase FOWL 7527, no spaces.
Thank you, Katie. I'm about to get out of here as well. I'm trying to see if they could resolve this game thing, or if you know what, if I could just write a comment. It's DUSTYFOWL. And what's the numbers?
7527.
7527. Surprised I can't write a comment. I don't see any place for me to write.
Maybe on the side of your screen.
No, there's no. You know what I mean? There's no comment. I could click on their comments, but I can't write a comment. I was just typing in.
Okay, I'll say it slowly this time. Uppercase D U S T Y. Uppercase F W. I mean FOW. L 7527.
So we be playing Steal a Base. Oh, you don't know what that is?
No.
Alright, look, Devin, I gotta go inside, man. I don't want to get bitten up by these mosquitoes. I'll say it one last time. You might have to just rewind this part. It's Dusty File 7527. That's capital D U S T Y, capital F O W L 7527. Kelly's, what's up? What's
that?
up? That's the person that when said we gonna earn a subscriber to go dunk. It was in the park last week.
Huh? Oh!
Yeah. We just chilling and eating. I got more done. I got more done in the garden. I actually got my whole path going back. But I've been on here for a grip. I think it's about time. I'll just show you briefly and then I'll get off the stream. They were trying to do this Fortnite connection. Chickens were shut up. It's ridiculous. This is done. Chickens. And then I'm doing my moonwalk. This is playing. And then now we're back here. So we're going to be able to take this further into the actual crop garden. I could hit this down a little bit more, but all of this lack of management, we're at the phase where we can manage it better. But I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for everybody who liked the stream or disliked the stream. That's your choice. But yeah, 3 hours is kind of a lot for my day off. All right.
Wait.
Wait.
Never mind. Wait, actually,
Sure.
Dennis. Here's my name.
Devin.
Oh, you can't see that.
Devin. He said Dennis.
Foul. Your second one. But in uppercase F.
No, it's not foul like foul. It's foul like a bird. FOWL. Alright, well, I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all gotta figure this out. I'm out of here. Peace.
Bye.